Alright, so today is July 30th and I'm back from my Costa Rican vacation. Much needed vacation. So I'm looking at charts and I missed a bunch of trading days, but we broke out of this earlier range, and now we were one time framing up, and then yesterday we had an outside day, right? So we broke above the previous day's high, then we found strong sellers, and you can see here that we had some single prints that we left. So we had a double distribution, and then the point of control is down here for yesterday's session. So that left us with a bearish imbalance that targets this area right here, 63.72, which is pretty much where we broke from, right? Like after this session, fell breakout, came back, and then broke above again. So it looks like we want to retest this area, right? But we have these two areas where we have low volume, and these areas are going to act as support. But I think that if we are able to test this below, I think the key level is going to be 63.85, right? If we get below 63.85, then we're going to get down to this distribution right here, and then retest this 63.72 and possibly get to this low volume node here at 63.56. This session right here has very poor value, right? Like you don't see it was a trend day, I think. Pretty much a trend day. Not exactly, but there's not really value here. So this is some people call this poor value. So when that happens, there's a tendency to go through pretty fast and retest the whole range. So that's what I'm thinking if we start getting below this point of control, this low volume node. But other than that, we are accepting up here. So and now we're opening inside yesterday's value. So first thing first, there's a double bottom here. So, and this is almost to the tick, if I'm not mistaken, to the this low. I'm sorry, this low. So this is a weak low. So there's a chance that we look below this low and then either fell or keep selling here. So this is a key area to watch out for, right? So this for today there's two areas, right? One is this double bottom, and then the other one is this low volume node at 85. So if these two don't hold, then I'm expecting a move down to this 63.72. Now if we stay in here, it's going to be chopped because look at all the volume that we have, all this acceptance. We have these two major delta levels right here, one at 64.15 and one at 64.01. You can see big size here, big imbalances, absorption. So as long as we stay in between these two, we're likely going to chop around. And then for bulls to go back to take control, I think we need to get back above the single print, and then from there we can keep the move going. I see some volume up here, so I haven't looked at this, but I think we have some overnight session that was untested. Let me turn on the overnight. Yes, so overnight we have this session, this highs that were untested. So we have two, right? Two overnights that were not tested. So we still have some targets on the upside to look for. So I'm gonna leave this profiles on so we can see this, but that's pretty much it. And we already had this economic releases and we barely moved. So we do have FOMC today. Probably not gonna change rates, but the market could make a move depending on what Powell says. So there's probably should look at this at two different sessions, one until noon and then the other one after the FOMC. Alright, so NQ also look above and fell. Look at this move up there, that's crazy. I don't think that we have any evening sessions that were not tested. No, we looked above those, all that. We have a big spike, big sellers, and we have some support at 430 area, 23,430. And if we break that, then we have this whole distribution. First target is right below 400, and then some support at 23,330. And then below that, we have the 20-day point of control, which is still down here at 210, but it's likely going to shift up here if we put some more volume here or here at 490. Crude. Let's see, crude. Well, it started moving up again from that time that it had broken down. Let's see, so it came down here, and then we spent some time attempting to move lower, but but now we started trending higher. You can see higher highs, higher lows. Broke the 200, excuse me, and now we're putting some volume here at the 69.30. So next target to the upside is at 70.80. You can see this high volume node, and you can see this is resistance at 71.20 to 71.40. And then if we break above that, then we have 72.20 as the next target to the upside. Now, if we come back below the 200, then look for 67.20 right here. You can see this spike here of volume, 67.20, and then from there, below that is 66. 66.10. Gold. Let's see what happened with gold when I was gone. We tested the highs, and then we rejected pretty big. Came down now. All these moving averages are here. Look at the 21, the 20, the 50. They're all here. We bounced right here at the yearly and monthly VWAPs, and now we're attempting to break below it. Look how we consolidated a little bit, attempted to move higher. Now we're dropping again. If we break this, we could see it move back to the 33.20 area. You see, we have this spike here. So maybe we'll retest this 33.20. Alright, that's about it for today. Good luck.